Welcome to this Python tutorial. Today, we are going to dive deep into Python generators and the yield keyword. This is a crucial topic for writing memory-efficient and professional Python code. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how generators work and when to use them. First, let's define what a generator is by comparing it to a regular function. A regular function computes all its values at once and returns them, usually as a list. This means it holds everything in memory. A generator function, however, produces items one by one. It pauses its execution and remembers its state, which makes it incredibly efficient for handling large data. The magic behind generators is the yield keyword. Think of yield as a pause button for your function. When a regular function hits a return statement, it destroys all local variables and exits. But when a generator hits yield, it returns a value and pauses, preserving all its variables. When you ask for the next value, it resumes exactly where it left off. Here is a side-by-side comparison. On the left, we have a standard function that builds a list of numbers and returns the whole list. On the right is a generator. Notice that instead of appending to a list and returning it, we simply yield the index inside the loop. The syntax is cleaner, and we don't need to create a temporary list variable. Let's see the code in action. Here we have a function called myGenerator. It has print statements to show the flow. Notice that when we call the function at the bottom, it does not run the code inside. Instead, it returns a generator object. The code inside only runs when we start requesting values. There are two main ways to get values from a generator. Method A uses the built-in next function. Each time we call next, the code runs until it hits yield. You can see the output shows our print statements interleaved with the yielded values. Method B is the most common way, simply iterating over the generator in a for loop. The loop automatically handles the stop iteration signal when the generator is empty. So why should you use them? The biggest reason is memory efficiency. Regular lists use eager execution, meaning they create everything immediately. Generators use lazy evaluation, meaning they generate items on the fly only when you ask for them. This keeps your memory footprint extremely low. Let's look at a concrete example. If we want to store 1 million integers, a list would take up about 40 megabytes of RAM because every number is stored. A generator representing that same sequence takes up only about 120 bytes. That is a massive difference. It stays the same size whether it's yielding 10 numbers or 10 billion. Because generators are lazy, they allow us to create infinite sequences. Here is a generator with a while true loop. If we tried this with a list, our program would crash immediately. But with a generator, we can safely pull one number at a time forever without ever running out of memory. Python also offers a shorthand syntax called generator expressions. These are similar to list comprehensions, but use parentheses instead of square brackets. This is a great way to create simple, one-line generators without defining a full function with the def keyword. There are a few trade-offs to keep in mind. First, generators are one-time use. You cannot iterate over them twice. Once they are exhausted, you must create a new one. Second, you cannot access elements by index like you can with a list. And finally, they don't have a length, so you cannot use the len function on them. To summarize, use the yield keyword to make a function a generator. They produce items lazily, making them perfect for large datasets where memory is a concern. Use generator expressions for simple cases, but remember that they can only be iterated over once. Thanks for watching, and happy coding.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.